I was getting ready.
David's in control of this bitch now.
Zip.
Zap.
Zip.
Zap.
Zop.
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 Zap.
Zop.
Zip.
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 Zap.
Zop.
I love a visual gag for audio media. Let me tell you that. Let me just for about 30 seconds, just us playing visual gags.
I
What
mean,
else do we do?
they don't call it a cold open for nothing, you know. If you give yourself the time to prep to be prepared for it, you know, how are you gonna come up with something that that's got
And that's
truth,
what we're doing.
you know?
This is true. This is true. I guess this is.
Yep.
Yup.
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 And yup. Hey, hello, our spiritual audience. Welcome back to another episode. I am Paul Zachariah, your dungeon master and guide through the mythic lands of Theros. I have today a player to my right.
My name is David Kessler. I am the voice of Grola Grafer. Grola
You just
Grafer.
brace yourself, Grola Grafer.
Oh,
No,
that's
dude.
so funny.
That's
I have a player
That's
to
a
my
popcorn ball. I've just been carrying it around this whole time. He gave
Oh,
me the
no.
greasy oil-covered popcorn ball.
Oh my gosh, that's like a legendary item.
I'm not even gonna say what entered my head because it was gonna be hitting the X card.
And the gifter of the greasy popcorn ball, a player to my left.
Nothing like gifting your balls. Hello, my name is Jericho Dizon. I'll be playing Desmond the Tigerback, your lovely Eldritch Night Fighter and purveyor of romantic novels.
Together, we would like to welcome you back to the fun show where we're making it as we go. That's the fun
We'll come up with a more. We'll have to write a Gregorian chant later.
Yeah. Okay.
Dear spirits, this program is intended for a mature audience. For all the young ghouls at home, please be advised. Let's talk about where we left off last time, where we threw it on the ground, you know. Last time we were playing was not too long ago, and what had just been happening is Mumra's visage had appeared in the clouds, delivering a thunderous poem, I suppose. Kind of finishing on this note. He was, let's see here, let's find it. He finishes by saying, "Living lightning and cadaver collectors! Stamatitis got gears, best not call them adapters!" And that's where we come to as it becomes Dee's turn. Dee, you have your father who was 30 feet in front of you, right? He was facing the cadaver collector. And when Stamatitis got into his Hulkbuster suit, he had come down and smashed. It was halved, but he was pushed 5 feet back. So your father is only 25 feet away from you at this moment in time. They're still looking pretty solid. And I would say for the purposes of this, can we go ahead and roll HP for Dad? I would say this is a level 17.
Level 17. So first things first, definitely just gonna throw it out there.
D12, let's say
His
a plus
strength,
5 to con.
If he's a barbarian, he is Path of the Totem barbarian. So he's got the bear. He has some bear totems, but also I believe some tiger totem things. But because you can choose, the main things, just getting the nitty-gritty out there, resistance to everything except for psychic, because he took that. And then on top of that too, like I believe something with the tiger, where you have advantage on you have like proficiency on like acrobatics and strength and stuff like that, which is very his energy.
Let me try to pull it up here.
And then If I were gonna, let me just roll this on my thing.
Classes.
Also, advantage on selling cheesy confectionery popcorn.
Absolutely.
This would be the.
If
He's got his own corn strain.
So he's got 16.
So first one.
16 D12, and then if he's got solid Constitution, I want to say.
Let's say a +5.
A +5, so 20 Constitution. So
take average.
No. Just doing quick math.
12 plus 5.
7.
Start off as 17.
9, 18.
17.
42, 13
HP to start, and then you would take how many D8?
17. Wait, 17. Well, 17. I know 17.
16 D12
but
and roll those.
16 times 5.
16 times 5.
Mm-hmm.
That is 180, I believe.
Okay, I'm gonna trust you.
I'm gonna double check it now on my phone. 16 times 5 is 80, not 180.
Yeah, okay. 8. That was about to say. I was like, damn. Plus 80, so 9 plus 97. 16d12 plus 97. Because 17 and then 16d12.
16. So we're at 97.
Hold up, I got it.
And then you want to roll your d12?
Oh, this boy got some health. 218.
You already rolled the d12?
I rolled them all right now.
Cool.
Yeah. 218.
Hot damn.
Yeah, he rolled actually exceptionally well.
Yeah, that's a 17.
Yeah, 218. He's a
Let's
barb.
call his AC at a 19 or
unarmored defense.
It goes con and
Dex.
Yeah.
Con and Dex.
Plus 10.
So con is a +5. Let's say
10.
it's a +4 for Dex. Yeah. Okay.
That's
so
juicy.
what does that bring us to?
So
that would actually bring us to 19.
Yeah, 19. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool.
Which tracks, honestly.
And I've been having him go kind of just as like part of your turn. And we're gonna just keep it that way. But I've got an HP for him now, which is how much?
218. But
218.
he did take some damage. So subtract whatever you did, half that. Though.
I'm just gonna roll a d20 and see how much damage that is because I don't remember.
Well, it was a 60 for the auto hit, which was half
but that 30.
Half to 30. Okay. Then.
So 218 minus 30, which is more math.
218 minus
while
30.
While you're doing that, I'm gonna say for my turn, I'm going to cash my Rule of Cool token.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking
I just have
Fucking do it.
Well, first off,
beat his ass.
This is what I think is pretty cool. If this passes, I think Mumra has been kind of stepping on.
We're about to call him Kermit?
No.
Oh, okay.
Mumra has been stepping on Karanos' parade. It's the first storm. It's his month. It's his month, dog.
True.
And he's taking it for himself.
Yes.
So, with the living lightning, as this man is the ruler of the storms, he almost, what I think would be cool is either as Mumra's voice is bellowing, another voice bellows in the skies. And it's like, you dare take me storms from me? Me boy,
you dare take me storms from me.
You think that you can get the better of me on me birthday?
Ooh.
On my own birthday, on my own birthday month? How dare ye?
Roll a D100 and contest it with me. I will represent Mumra in this moment, and you will represent Karan.
You dare bring me a birthday gift to my birthday party on my birthday with a birthday gift?
No fucking way. I got 81.
What?
Come over here.
Oh my god, check mine out. Mine is slightly cocked. Very slightly. But
Reroll.
Okay.
E. Oh no.
75.
Okay. Oh god.
Dude,
I don't think I can beat it because I rolled a 20.
Why did you roll them separate?
No, I didn't. It fell out of my hand. I played right
Okay, no, don't.
Okay, roll again.
There's a reason that I like to have a designated place to roll the
freaking
die.
lord!
And most
Do you
of
want
the
me
time
to
I
roll
have the
it for you?
Yahtzee cup to keep it contained. I really appreciate having chaos control over my dice.
Okay, that's
I also
funny.
love Sonic the Hedgehog. I
My
meant to say
fellow
Shadow. That
Americans.
was the wrong hedgehog.
I
got-
found the Chaos Emeralds.
I got a
Mr. President, put the crystal
I
down.
got a 42.
A 42. So I think that this is still worthy of coolness, and so we're still going to have a cool check here. But what I'm going to stipulate is that it increases it by like 1 tier, and so
Shit.
that's
fuck.
mathematical. You've got to beat 9.
Oh shit. Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought that was gonna be worse.
Okay. Also,
Well,
no.
It's
it
pretty
is
algebraic to start out, but you did not make the D100, and so
17.
17.
Whoa.
Cool cashed in. So for a moment, tell me what happens. And I will
There's a
try
shot.
to update the map as best as I
There
can.
is a bellowing voice, but as Mumra finishes and cackles, instead the storm kind of grows a little bit more silent. Instead of heavy rain, it's now a light pitter patter.
Mm-hmm.
And then from the east, you hear a booming thunder. From the west, you hear a booming thunder.
From the north?
From the north, you hear booming thunder.
What about the south?
The south, you hear
What about-
booming thunder.
what about
I turn my
west?
head to the west.
West?
See nobody by my side. I turn my head to the north.
Yeah, T.I. comes out and is
T.I.
like,
There they go. There they go.
no, Kratos. You hear the storm, like it now. It's becoming this cacophonous, thunderous sound where the storm is like almost speaking as his voice appears and explains. You want to rain? You're on my parade on me birthday, on me own birth
Okay.
month.
Okay. Yeah.
You're trying to take over me own birthday party. That's like coming to someone's bouncy house and saying it's your bouncy house.
That is
How
the
dare
most
you?
disrespectful thing you can do on somebody's
And
birthday.
I feel as though I know that Atalanta cleared up the skies, but the skies grow over. And just as Mumra's face appears, Mumra's face is like it's like a visage, correct?
Mm-hmm.
His visage gets dissipated by fog, and then the lightning bolts, what they do is they hear the call of Karanos, and it's almost this internal, like almost primal feeling where the lightning needs to return to its thunder. And as these cacophonous booms, the living lightning, like starts to at least thin out. A good chunk of them thin out.
Okay. Yeah. That's exactly what happened. So some of the living lightning bolts that were surrounding Oogway and Oogway and Symmetra, some of the lightning that was being fought by our party, Dola, a party of Dola, Fertone, Cecil, and Thanatos at the moment, and the lightning bolts just spread out throughout the city at this moment in time. They all start to, I think, let's say they are feared to some degree.
Yeah.
Like they are motivated pretty strongly to go home.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they're like frightened, like hard frightened.
Absolutely. And so I think in flashes of light, just as they were being called down earlier, I think Karanos calls them up. Some people say that lightning falls from the sky. Others say it is coming out of the earth. And so just in the fashion that they arrived, when it is their turns, they will use their movement and dissipate. As for the ones that are immediately in your vicinity, you see 3 flashes of light. 3 living lightning bolts fly back up into the sky into Karanos' storm, and they dissipate in the clouds as they spread out and around into the rest of the storm, lighting up the sky in this weird like pattern as certain sections of trees are lit up, as other valleys are lit up as the lightning travels and dissipates across it.
Now enjoy my cake, you living lightning bolts.
And you see, well, okay, so 3 of them disappeared. So I'm going to get rid of 3 of these guys from my little map here. Let's see.
Desmond, me boy, fuck him up.
Yeah. Just seeing my dad get squished.
Okay. Yeah, that's not.
That one's dead. Is how I'm just gonna notate it for now. And I'm just gonna notate these all as just dead for now, just to distinguish. Because I'm not entirely sure how to get rid of their tokens at this moment in time.
It's all good. But yeah, with my cool token cache, I'm going to knock 2 arrows at Sturmatitis' Mecha Machine.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm just gonna be like, what? And at that point, I'm going to shoot with I'm gonna call my first shot with Ajax's help.
Okay.
All right. Oh. Does a 25 hit?
25 does hit.
Okay. Second shot. Full glory. Does a Jericho 23.
23. 23 will also hit.
Okay, so that's 2 shots. That's 2 sharpshooter shots.
2 sharpshooter shots.
Yeah.
Lay it on me. What is the Jesus Christ damage?
Oh.
Yo.
Okay.
That averaged out.
All right. Yep. So 9 plus 20, 29 plus 5. Plus 10.
So total here is
39.
So
no, I completely
29, 39, and then so it's 1d8 plus 1d8 plus 10.
You have a plus 10 to your damage. Yes.
Well, no. So it's 1d8 plus 10 and then plus 5. So that because it's a plus 1 longbow.
So it's
plus
30 plus 9, 39.
Yeah, 30. I think it is
39. 39. All right. You deal 39 damage as your arrow lands. Well, let me just check for it. Yep.
And I
dealing a massive chunk of damage. Like I think it literally just peels off one of the armored plates, like one of the pauldrons of this Hulkbuster just peels off due to this arrow as the momentum of it sinks underneath into the mechanics and pops that bad boy right off, exposing a lot of area kind of deal.
Is Pious Protection or like my stuff with the gods, is that features or is that actions?
What sorry.
Well, as
where does it apply?
Well, what's it? Because if it's a cast, if it's a cast as a feature, I would do it. But if it's a cast as an action, I would not.
Let's see here. There might be a source for this. I don't think it's this one. I think it's features. Supernatural gift.
Right. I'm 16 now. I'm back to 16.
And you were. This is the pious. This is the pious thing. You're talking about pious protection.
Or like piety features.
What about it?
Is it a feature or do I have to use an action for it?
You're talking about casting a spell through the thing. So that would be which spell are you casting? Is this one from Erois?
This is Athreos.
This is Athreos. Okay. So I would go to gods, and this is Athreos. So I could just scroll down because he's the first one I have up. And you're trying to cast
False Life.
False Life. Okay. Requiring no material components. When you do so, gain when you cast a spell in this way, can't do so again. It doesn't say anything about it being. I mean, technically, like False Life describes itself as some sort of action.
It's up to you. If you want me to take that action, I'm cool with it.
It's one whole action, but you've already attacked.
Well, because the thing is.
Part of your real cool token. Let's.
Well, no, I was gonna say I'm because instead what I'd rather do is I'm gonna call out my bonus action as the belt glows, and I bonus cast at a 2nd level Cure Wounds. on myself.
Oh my God! Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
2d8.
No, I'm joking.
2d8 plus my int mod. Let's go.
Yep. Plus your int.
Okay. 8 plus 4, 12. 8 plus 4 is 12, which is fine. That's my bonus action because then I'm going to action surge after that. So 52 minus 1, 51. Then I'm action surge and I'm going to shoot him again.
Okay. Yeah. Shoot him again.
All right. Okay. Calling.
You're calling your shot, so you're taking a -5 penalty to your attack.
Yeah, I'll call my shots. 19.
Okay. That does not hit.
Okay, figured. Okay. They both sadly go wide.
That's okay. They go wide. That's your attack, extra
What's
attack.
that?
Do you get a fresh bonus action as part of your action surge?
No,
or is it just one action?
it is a possible bonus
Do you have
action.
an action surge?
Okay, got it.
Huh?
Do you have an action surge?
I'm a fighter.
Just burned it.
Okay, and that was it?
That was it, yeah.
Okay.
So I missed. Sad. It's okay though.
All right.
No, it's got to try for that advantage.
I mean, at the end, huh?
Whenever there's an advantage, that's...
I know, but Ajax is giving me the help action.
Okay.
That's his whole thing. He can only do it once though.
Yeah.
All right, and
But you
that
know
would-
what? 40 damage and a roll of cool choking catches. That tracks.
Yeah.
Long ass
It's
turn,
good,
but
it's
sorry,
good.
gang.
So with that, I think the tides of battle begin to turn. And so what I would ask each of you is to grab your D100. I think here's kind of what we're rolling for is basically we're checking in on the Tigerback family and just the rest of Cornmow at this moment in time. How well are things going? This is for the kids. This is for Steve.
Oh,
You know?
Steve.
This is for kids and the Steve.
Kids
And
and
because you just cashed in your rule of cool token and the tides are shifting, you both are representing a roll at advantage here, and I'm representing Mummer just rolling once. Mummer, I've got a straight 50.
Dude, you gotta...
Nothing beats
40.
50.
No, 41.
Wait. Hold on. Fuck.
Do you have an inspiration?
I
Is this
did
a
get...
Tides of Chaos moment?
I don't have that. Would I be able to use the
Bardic
Bardic
Inspiration?
Inspiration?
Did you use?
I got
it.
Hey, listen.
Hey, by all means.
I have a 41. Does that you can
If
beat?
you want to give inspiration to Steve and the kids, so to speak.
Here's the thing. I got a 47. Which is like,
man.
it's if I could use the D10.
I think that's pretty cool. Here's what I'm thinking. You're trying to give the inspiration that Fertone gave to you.
Yes.
Right. When somebody uses his inspiration to do something, he can use his reaction to just hand it out to another person for free. It doesn't consume any of his bardic inspiration.
That
It
is
just
sick.
transfers
What
to
the
someone
hell?
else. And the moment they use it, he can use his reaction to then pass it along to someone else. He can only do this up to his proficiency modifier, but he's level 14. So he can. I would have Fertone do an Arcana check here. If you want to roll that die for me, I would have you roll a d20, and what I would have you add for Fertone, I think this would be a performance check. Let me pull up his stat block here. All right, you are adding for performance. Performance is a plus 16. I would say that this, however, because this is just as we're checking in on the kids and stuff, Fertone's already gone in this and already used his reaction.
And bloodied.
I would say
No, that's Cecil.
Oh no,
they're
both of
both
them.
bloodied
Both
at
of
this
them.
moment in time. I would say just in general, this is a very, very hard DC.
Okay.
You are adding plus 16.
I'm just
But it
gonna
is pretty hard.
roll it before you tell me.
Yep.
Just gonna... I think that's a
26.
28.
28.
28. You pass.
Oh.
Fertone sees you about to use your inspiration, dodging out of the way of the lightning bolt, and immediately transfers his inspiration over to Steve as he instantly catches his shield and throws it back out, saving Calico from certain doom by one of these lightning bolts as she has a moment to escape and tunnel back underground and then try to regroup. A fantastic job as you see that outside of the walls of the city, there is, well, I think Ajax sees this. And I think as a free action, Ajax would be able to see this and then just tell you, D! They've assembled all of the innocent people outside of the city. It's time to go full set.
Okay. I don't.
Now's the time to not hold back.
Hold back what? Yeah.
You can finally let loose now. Now you don't have to worry about.
Yeah, I definitely have more to take. Just like looking for her. Yeah.
We're gonna fucking put the.
It's an energy bottle. And that would be most of the family here. I think Oogway and Symmetra are still holding off this arachnid automaton, just a 1-for-1 as it dives under the water. They set up a spider web to trap it underneath near the water wheel, and it like surfaces back up under on the other side, and it crawls back around. And Oogway and Symmetra just have their hands full, but the retriever itself has been at a standstill, basically, almost nullified in this combat. And I think what we move into here, there we go. Tony is going to make an attack. He's got his dragon thigh bone.
Yeah. Okay. So Tony the Tiger has a dragon thigh bone with like basically nail heads in the same way, not the circular one, but the spiked ones in like a mace.
Okay,
yeah,
so do you think this would inflict like a bleed kind of deal?
The way it is that
kind of what it's.
Actually, it would do like some fire damage because the residual of this ancient red dragon, this residual almost like magic. So it would do 1d8.
Like the marrow in the thigh bone, it still generates blood and it pours out of these holes in the nails, and that blood is like fire.
Yeah.
As it pours out of the bone.
Yeah. So awesome. It's like but then it would be 1d12 plus 1d8 and then plus his strength, and then this is a plus.
This is a barbarian, so you do have reckless attack.
Yeah. So he's going to recklessly attack twice. So.
And this is a strength thing. Let's just say that's a +5.
I would even.
Tony's stacked.
Yeah, Tony is stacked. +5, level, what is he, 17? He's got +5 proficiency. And then on top of that, his strength is I would even go to say +6 just because he's that jacked. He's
okay. Yeah. So
let's
say +11 to attack.
+13.
Actually. +13 to attack.
Because of the +2 weapon.
Right. It's a +2 magic weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. And this is against the Cadaver Collector or against Stamatitis and the Hulkbuster?
The Cadaver Collector.
Okay, cool. What are we looking at?
The first one, as he goes, takes his club. Yep, as he goes, takes his club, doinks it in the head. 18 does not hit.
Oh, damn.
I rolled 2 5s.
For the Cadaver Collector, it does hit.
I think, though, since this... you know what? Yeah, he'll go for the Cadaver.
I thought you said you were going for the
Cadaver. Yeah, 18.
Okay, yeah. 18 will hit that.
And then he'll boonk the Cadaver Collector once, and then he'll boonk Stamatitis once.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead and roll. Does Barbarian have can they bonus action attack?
No, because it's a two-handed weapon.
Okay.
He's got to be those light weapons.
Well, he will hit Stamatitis with a 33.
Yeah, that'll definitely hit.
Yeah, if I'm not doing my math, 18.
Is that not a natural 20?
No, it's 18
okay.
plus 13, which is 31.
Yep, that will definitely hit. So Tony lands into the Cadaver Collector once and into the Hulkbuster once.
Oh man. Okay, Cadaver Collector is not looking to. His damage is kind of He does 9 9 bludgeoning, and then 5 fire. And then for stamatitis, he does.
Okay.
Oh no.
He does even less to stamatitis with a 9 plus 2, 11.
11 damage.
That's
Hell yeah.
I rolled a 2 on a d12 twice.
Yeah, that is awful.
Plus 7.
Oh.
Plus 7. Tony be boonking. He'd be like, a doink, a doink. Big club.
You hate to see
You do hate to see it. It's okay though. It's okay though.
That is that. That's what happens. All right. So that's Tony's turn. We've checked in on the family. The tides have shifted ever so slightly, and we are going further down in our order here. Does Ajax do anything?
He did his help
Ajax
action.
already did his help action. Okay. And we come to these living lightning bolts, and one that I didn't describe having left the scene yet was the one nearest you, Dola. Here's kind of what you're seeing. You see Fertone has just fallen off the roof, and Cecil Day is having a tough time against this one cadaver collector up on the roof. Thanatos and yourself have been targeting this lightning bolt here, and as Karanos kind of calls most of the lightning bolts home, as a DM, I'm going to cash in my rule of cool token here. Here's what I submit before I ask you guys for the DC is that Cecil Day gets like really kind of like miffed. He's like, I am Cecil Day. I'm 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 Cecil Day. Like he's very emoteful with this as I think what happens is Karanos commands this one living lightning bolt as it shoots upward from the ground like the others. It actually zings straight into Cecil Day. Before going straight up. Cecil Day collects some of this molten bronze that he's highlighted himself with into his hand and turns it into another lightning rod as he kind of is signaling for it. And as he's struck by lightning, part of his feature would actually have him recover HP by being struck by lightning because he's, for all intents and purposes, a shambling mound of some degree.
That is true.
That sounds pretty
cool.
Pretty cool.
I would just say it's like a spell mimicry hitting him by choice, and then I would just roll damage for that, and that would be how much he heals.
Sort of absorbs.
I will say that is that's algebraic. So I'm gonna say B/6.
B/6. All right.
That is, yeah. I'm pretty sure
that's Atlas's die. Yeah. Sorry, that die is important. Two. Cecil Day does not get struck by lightning. In fact, the lightning just poofs right on back up out of the sky as Cecil Day goes back to struggling with the cadaver collector, and he's sweating his magical sap. That's what happens there.
Happens to the best of us.
And that's part of the lightning bolt's turn. I'm going to remove this guy from the combat here. Just give it 0 HP, and then off the map you go.
Was that really 30 minutes?
34. I'm at 33 on the live stream.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Hi, live stream.
Hello. All right.
Hello, Mario.
Okay.
How does the live stream get audio?
There's a microphone in the camera.
Just
but that's really it. Yeah, it's not great. Dearest spiritual audience in the live stream, check out the podcast if you prefer a higher quality audio experience. But if you prefer the visual element at this moment in time, this is how we can accommodate. Simple as that.
In the future, theoretically, isn't there an aux out on this?
Yes.
Couldn't you attach a interface? Do what you did for the PS4. Attach that to an interface attached to his computer, and that way he can get that signal and use it.
I think so.
That'll take some tech work later. It's an idea. It's an idea.
So back on the map, I have a couple of lightning bolts left. There's literally, as far as I'm aware, just one. There's one left, and you see it travel along one of the houses near the outskirts of the village, or the town, as it were, and it crackles along the roofing. You hear bricks and hay and a bramble kind of burn and crunch underneath it as it trickles down off into one of the streets, encountering the Hunter's Gun Collective. And this is kind of where we just check in on them, the bands. So I'm going to roll a D100 for them.
81.
You just want above 50. It really, it's just a half and half here, but the D100 makes it very dramatic. This was off the table. Could very be 100. No, that's 80. No, that's 8. That's an 8.
Just an 8.
Yeah.
Not even a 7. Damn.
Really, really unfortunate, and that's okay. The Hunter's Gun Collective, encountering this lightning bolt, they've already got 2 cadaver collectors that they're contending with, and you hear Eileen, leader of the Hunter's Gun Collective. She goes, "All right, hunters, it's time to hunt. The hunt is on. Hunters must hunt. Hunters, hunt formation." And they spread out and kind of back up into your party, your group at the moment, which is really just you and Thanatos up at the fountain. So you guys are back to back here at the fountain. Thanatos is just a little bit farther away from you, and these cadaver collectors are walking in, following the Hunter's Gun Collective, along with this lightning bolt trailing behind those guys. And that's their turn, because that's a full movement and dash for the lightning bolt. Excuse me. And that's all the lightning bolts at this point in time. There's only one left. And we come to Stamatitis' turn. Dee and Tony are just kind of in it and slogging it out, more or less.
For real.
Stamatitis in the Hulkbuster is going to basically go to grapple with one hand and then slam down with the other, kind of enacting that automatic hit, the unerring slam. And so Tony would take 30 damage, because that is 60 halved, but it's going to attack twice. That's part of its multi-attack.
Does the grapple count only?
It's just a flavor thing, the grapple. Sorry.
So 60?
60 damage total. And if I'm keeping track here, minus 60, Tony. Holy
He's
moly.
at 128.
Yep. And
I have an ace up my sleeve.
Here's what he goes to do, which is a blazing. Well, no, that's multi-attack, takes the full action. I don't think he's going to use the Blazing Edict at this point in time. I think that's Stamatitis' turn, and we move on in the order. We already checked in on our band, so Dola, we come to your turn. Thanatos just experiences this lightning bolt shoot back up out of the sky. Nothing happens to him in that moment, but now there's no one to fight there. Instead, your fight is behind you, facing southward with the Hunter's Gun Collective.
They've got
these 2 cadaver collectors
and the one.
Yes, the one lightning bolt, and then there's a slough of different specters that they've summoned. I'm just going to roll a d6 and see how many that is at this moment in time, because there's 2 of them, and I don't want to roll 2d4. That's 4. So there are 4 different specters. There's 2 cadaver collectors, and there's 1 lightning bolt in the back. What is going through Dola's mind as this lightning is called up out of the ground, and as Mumra goes to say some waxing poetic nonsense towards you guys about his candidate for replacing Perforos?
Goddamn, those are some sick bars he just dropped. We can't do it. We gotta do this. We cannot let him do this.
We cannot let him take Perforos.
I think
and so she's kind of still like turning back and forth between like Cecil and the Hunter's Gun Collective, because she knows like there's still one on Cecil, right? There's a
yep. There's one on the rooftops directly. If you are facing the new threats to the south, Cecil and the other cadaver collector are up on a roof to your right.
Okay.
facing the other. They're closer towards the water wheels and the river cutting through Cornmouse.
Okay. Here's my question as far as the placement of these guys. I'll be straight with you. Can I get in theoretically a fireball with minimal to no damage to the Hunter's Gun Collector?
Let me measure it up here because they're like right next to you, and these guys are following in. So there is a pretty good amount of distance between you guys.
Oh.
What is the distance between the Cadaver Collectors and these guys? It's like 20 feet. And then between the Cadaver Collectors and the Lightning Bolt and all the Specters is really just a range of like 25 feet. Can you read the size things about Fireball?
So for Fireball, I mean, it has a range of 150 feet.
So
they're
easy,
kind of fucked.
100% easy. You can center it.
It is a 20-foot radius sphere centered on a point.
20-foot radius, so 40 feet diameter. That means you'll be able to get everything in it except for the Cadaver Collector by Cecil. That's the only thing unaffected, but you get everything in this area.
Okay, so
that's 4 Specters, 2 Cadaver Collectors, 1 Lightning Bolt, and a Partridge in a Pear Tree.
At those guys,
that's so funny.
I'm going to go and cast a 5th level Fireball.
Oh, fuck yes. Okay, so I need to make dex saves, right?
Yes, this would be dex save. The save is 17. And then the other thing is that this is a bonus action. This is actually a quickened spell.
Okay, so the Cadaver Collectors, one did a natural 20 on their save. The other got a total of 13. So one succeeds, one fails. So that's like a half damage thing. I'm going to roll for the Specters all at once here. Let's go to my Bestiary, Spectre, and dex save. Ka-chow. That is a 6 for all 4 of them, so they'll take the full damage. I think you're going to get all of the Specters in one go. And then the Lightning Bolt itself. Let's see here. Living Lightning Bolt, dex roll. That's going to be a total of 7. Yeah. So, the Lightning Bolt itself has advantage on spell throws, spell saving throws, and other magical effects. So I'm going to roll one more. That's a 15, which still does not pass 17. It still fails. Just double checking my Cadaver Collectors and stuff. Make sure I'm not forgetting anything about them. Features and whatnot. Magic resistance. So yes, I would roll once more for these guys. So one guy failed, and then the other guy's going to roll now. Saving throw, normal, and then saving throw. There we go. Okay, so with advantage, one Cadaver Collector barely passes with a 17. The other one fails with a 13.
Ooh, okay.
And then what was it? The Specters all fail. The Living Lightning Bolt also fails.
So what is the damage?
What is the total damage?
The total damage is 41 fire damage.
41 fire damage. Holy shit.
Half that to 20.
Tony's done, by the way. I built him here, and he's really funny.
Yeah.
He's gonna. I low-key want it to be Tony's turn because now that I have everything in here, Tony. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
What is the total damage again?
41.
41. My goodness. 41. Okay, so that's the Living Lightning Bolt instantly bloodied. All of the Specters around you from those 2 Cadaver Collectors deleted. They typically have like an HP on average of like 20 something. So they're all gone because they all failed. And then one of these Cadaver Collectors, let's go back to the map here and let's see.
Ooh. And now.
All right. So one of these guys takes full damage of 41. Okay. So that's. And then the other one takes half because they succeeded. 41 to half is 20. So. Okay. Awesome.
And that was my bonus action.
Yes.
Yo. So for my action, I'm going to go ahead and cast Rowlathim's Psychic Lance.
Yes.
And I'm going to spend the last couple of sorcery points I need here. That is equal to the spell's level. It is 4th, so that leaves me with 1 sorcery point left to twin cast this.
Okay.
How does the corpse collector look that failed the save?
That failed to save.
Yeah. Bloody,
Um,
quote unquote.
if I were to call it $1, you're at about 75 cents.
Oh fuck. Okay, yeah. So once more Dola's gonna throw up her hand, and an orb of light red, not pink, light red, light forms over her, and then a double-sided spear just sort of cuts itself in half and shoots in two directions. One is going to go for that
The more hurt
cadaver
Okay.
collector, and the other one is going to go in the opposite direction towards the corpse.
By Cecil?
Yes, by Cecil Day.
Okay.
Cadaver collector by Cecil.
Yeah. Just double checking distances here. Yeah. Fucking sick. Amazing.
17 in save.
Easily.
For both of them.
Intelligence save. Here we go. All right. Intelligence save for the one by Cecil. That is 11. Intelligence save for the one by the Hunter's Gun Collective. That's poor thing. That's a 4 minus 3. So they both unequivocally fail. We're rolling damage now. Perfect. And then they have like a status applied to them, I believe.
Okay, so that is 23 psychic damage, and now they are incapacitated.
23
psychic.
3.
And so no actions or
Psychically.
reactions.
Oh,
What status?
Oh.
Incapacitated.
who? The corpse collectors?
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
The one by Cecil, and then the more damaged one by the gun collective.
Let's go.
Incapacitated. All right, so can't take actions or reactions? Or?
Yep.
All right. So I've just got like a little stars thing. Stunned. Yep. That's what I'm going to call it for now. That's what that says. And so is the other one up top here, as it takes how much damage again?
That was 23 psychic damage.
23.
Oh shit!
What?
I forgot
You got a
about my wild
surge.
magic.
You got a wild magic twice.
Let's
Twiceys.
find out.
The
Around it,
wild magic save is already currently at 2.
Yeah,
2.
because you did surge about a while ago.
That is a natural
Natural
20 for
20.
the first
Natural
one.
20,
What a
so you
I
said-
know.
Upsetty.
The other is at 5.
Okay, I thought that was a 3, and I was like, no way.
I
Oh my
know.
goodness.
So that's now
so
for
no surging yet, and then these guys
No
are
busting.
incapacitated. All right, cool. No actions or reactions for these guys, and until they make
until the
this
start of my next turn.
start of your next turn. There's no save though.
That
It just
was
lasts
the-
for a round.
That was the int save.
Okay,
Yes,
cool.
It just
And
lasts
they'll
for a round.
make that again on your turn.
No,
Or-
then it's done.
okay, cool.
Then they're gonna get.
Thank you. Dola, is there anything else you'd like to do?
That will actually. I'm going to move up a little bit more and closer to D.
Okay.
I'm assuming they're a little closer to the center of the battle.
So here's what's going on. Let's just measure this out and see realistically.
He was
if you were to just run
135.
straight across
He's on.
the building.
She's on the magic carpet. I can't do it.
So, unfortunately, okay. So the total distance here is more like 175 between you guys at this moment in time. You're by the fountain on one side of the river, and D is by a different fountain on the other side of the river. You can use your action to move and dash with the, well, not your action. The rug's action would technically be to like move and then dash, action to dash. And so that's like a total of what, 60 feet?
Sure. Shit. Yeah.
So for all intents and purposes, I'm going to move this over here. That's a total of 60 feet. And so you're flying above Bob's Builders, the building here that Cecil Day is on top of. And Fertone is just getting back up. He's like, oh, my horns, that really freaking hurt. Holy moly, I'm not taking it seriously enough. Let us slay them. Let's slay, you know? That's just what Fertone says. I think Thanatos would have run back and kind of just hitched a ride on the carpet.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Hitched a ride on the carpet. You guys are above Bob's Builders, right at the your side of the river, not across it, about to cross. And for spell casting purposes, that makes you 90 feet away from D at this moment in time.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, I'm just not really counting in elevation at that, but that's
Yeah,
not
no,
the point
that's
here.
good.
Theater of the mind. I'm making the best assumptions as I can.
Let's just say I'm 40 feet up in the air.
Yeah, 40 feet up in the air. Fair game. That would be Dola's turn. That would be Thanatos' turn. He's taken an action to run and jump onto the carpet here. So he's riding along with you. We come to Cecil Day's turn. And I think what he's going to do is command that brass to stick out. And so if Mumra does try to send any more lightning down, theoretically, maybe he'd be able to absorb that. Let's hope so. But until then, this Cadaver Collector and him are in a fisticuffs. And so he's going to roll to attack twice. And then the Cadaver Collector will make a save to see if he gets engulfed. 1, 2. That is a 22 and a 30. That would hit. So he deals a total of 32 damage. And then I need the Cadaver Collector to make a Constitution saving throw. Ooh. Con save. That is a 21, which for Cecil fails, actually. And so you see Cecil takes his chances where they lie and begins to totally absorb, and not absorb, but engulf quite literally with his vines and his brass, wrapping around the different parts, restraining it. And so it is considered engulfed. And so at the start of its next turn, it can make the saving throw again or take bludgeoning damage. Cecil can only have one creature engulfed at a time. That is one other thing that I've written here. And so when he goes to attack next turn, he's not going to make 2 vine impacts. If he decides to keep the thing engulfed, he can only make 1 attack, assuming anything else would be in range. So 32. 32 minus this guy. Right, I got to keep switching tools here. 32. Okay. All right, and finally, not quite bloodied yet, but it's real close. That's Cecil's turn, and we come to the flame skull. What was originally the flame skull evolved into a spirit troll, and then evolved into a dire troll, and now is a flying carpet. And that's just what it did on its turn. It used its movement and its dash. We come to the top of the round here, and this retriever is going to make a D100 check against Oogway and Symmetra. D, I'd like you to roll a D100 for me to represent Oogway and Symmetra as they battle.
Oh, family, please.
Got a straight 20.
Oh, 96.
Oh my God. This retriever. Family.
It's been
they're chanting that constantly.
They're kind of like whispering it each time they land an attack on this retriever, and each time they kind of detriment it to some degree.
It's how they're drift compatible.
You see that they finally get it caught up in some of these webs that they've been spinning with their silk steel. As they've been threading these complex traps for it across the river. So Dola, as you are flying towards the edge of the river, you catch this sight of like a large metal spider fighting against 2 elderly and elegantly dressed Tigerback clan members from the what is it called? The Snow Stripe? The
Frost Stripe.
Frost Stripe. The Frost Stripe family doing battle on one of the water wheels further down on the river here. As you're crossing, you see D straight ahead, and to your left, that is happening. Then we move on to the cadaver collectors themselves again here. The one around Tony is going to act. Let's find.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
And the cadaver collector here goes to attack. With its slam attack, it's got a multi-attack. And so that's going to be 2 slams, 1 and 2.
These are the.
That's a 30 and a 23 to attack against Tony. And so Tony's going to take a total of, what is this, 15, 31, and then 39. 39 plus 31 is 70. 70 halved would be 35. 70 halved is 35.
70 half 35, okay.
So Tony takes 35 damage here.
All right, once, okay.
193.
To just 93. Not 193.
Oh, my bad. Just 93. Tony is officially bloodied.
Tony's not looking too good.
Tony's not looking too hot. Okay, next in this order would be other cadaver collectors. They're all just going on the same turn here. Let's see what's going on. The ones by the Hunter's Gun Collective are going to go. They're just going to roll a D100, and I've got a D100 for the Hunter's Gun Collective. All right, so the Hunter's Gun Collective got a 62, and the Cadaver Collectors here, plus the Lightning Bolt, got a 43. So they're managing to hold them off successfully at no expense at this moment in time, as the party is kind of beginning to assemble. That is the relevant Cadaver Collector turns. You see that Balder and Hera are still fighting the one in the Elder's Chieftain Hall, just outside of Zach's shack for the burnt corn sack.
Yes, Zach's burnt shack.
Zach's burnt shack. They're fighting right outside. You'll never take us down, big government! What kind of weapon does he wield? Right?
Oh, he does 2 hand axes, Balder.
Okay. Omega Axe of the Death Doom! That's he goes to throw a giant magical axe. How's this for conspiracy, big gov? And that's Balder and Hera. Let's see here. Next in the order would be this Irene's, who is going to take her longbow and shoot at you, D. She's still up on top of the roof, providing basically cover fire. Let's pull up the stat block here. Longbow, roll to attack once, twice, because that's the multi. Oh, that's 3 attacks for the multi-attack on this lady. That's a 22, an 18, and a 24.
Only the 24 hits.
Only the 24 hits. Did you spend a shield for that or no?
Yeah. Wait, no, it's the end of my next turn, but I'll just say I use a shield. I'm good.
Okay. And so you're going to take some damage here. Only the 24 hits. I need you to make a Constitution save and beat 14.
14?
Yep.
Okay. I beat it. 14
awesome.
plus 8.
So you don't gain the poisoned condition. However, you do still take the damage, as you take 32 piercing damage and then poison damage.
In one shot?
Yep.
Okay. How does that math work? What is she shooting at me?
I rolled a d8 plus 3 and then 3d8.
Oh, for the poison.
That's what I rolled here.
Oh, so you just rolled really well. Okay.
Yep. The 3d8 kind of got you there. I rolled an 11 total for the first damage, the piercing damage, and a 21 for the poison damage.
Okay. Okay, so then it's 21, and then what is it?
So a total of 32 damage.
Okay.
So 21 and then 11.
Okay.
Cool. And here, that's her turn. She pulls the bow out and begins to sling arrows at you as a couple land through the lightning bolts. They can't block every shot, as 2 bounce off and are singed as they fall to the ground. However, 1 pierces through the magical lightning barrier that you have on yourself. That is the Irene's turn. And then we come to Fertone's turn. He Gets back up using half of his movement, and using the rest of his movement, he's going to mirthful leap up back onto the roof here. And from just maybe 10 feet underneath, Cecil, he's just on a different elevation. Cecil is at about 30, Dole is at 40, and Fertone is at like 15 right now. Let's see here. Double check spells that we've got on hand. And I think this would be the time to cast Mass Cure Wounds. He has Dola and Thanatos within range, and he's got Cecil Day within range. So he takes one of his.
And El Tigre Tigerbat.
No. Fertone is not within range of that.
Damn it.
It's okay.
He's still across the river. Mass Cure Wounds covers a certain area of effect. Let me pull it back up here. Wrong tab. Here we go. Mass Cure Wounds. It says a range of 60 feet. So a wave of healing energy washes out choose up to 6 creatures in a 30-foot radius sphere centered on that point. So he's kind of centering it in between himself and you and Thanatos, Dola. Unfortunately, it does not reach across the river.
Tony's okay.
Tony's chilling right now. It's a team effort, you know. That is Fertone's action. As for a bonus action, his inspiration is still on the Hunter's Gun Collective. I think he's going to leave it there for now until they choose to do something else. And he's going to save, I think he's going to cast Fairy Fire on the things that the Hunter's Gun Collective is facing down there. Yeah, exactly that. So I'm going to have them make a dex save for the Cadaver Collectors, and then the Lightning Bolt. Dex save. That's 1. Dex save. That's 2. And then the Lightning Bolt. That's Dex save. There we go. Let's see here. 17, and 18, and an 8. Fertone's save. Let's find it here. So save is 8 proficiency. Charisma, that'd be proficiency. Where do I have that? There it is. Okay, cool. So that would be a total of 19. I don't think anything actually saves against that, as they all begin to glow with this this ultraviolet light. The Cadaver Collectors and this Lightning Bolt facing off with the Hunter's Gun Collective begin to glow in that light. And so when they go to face off again, they're going to roll advantage on their D100 as they go to do battle with them. That brings us to the next in the order here. It would have been Mummer's turn. However, there has been a unsummoning of his visage in the clouds. Atalanta had broken up the clouds initially, and Karanos, as a moment before the final hole in the cloud is closed up, decided to show up and rep himself and his territory, the storms and the storm clouds. It's his birthday. And so I'm going to just roll a D100 and see if he comes back at all this turn.
Today is my birthday, which also means that...
Put it down. Man. Put it down.
So today we currently have...
I just rolled a 99.
No.
I don't know what that
So I don't think that he is able to act on this turn, but you see that despite Karanos coming back for a moment, Mumra begins to reshape in the clouds slowly but surely, and you see half of the face has formed in the clouds, and that's what happens this turn. As we move down in the order here, D, it is your turn. You've got Stamatitis and the Hulkbuster, and you've got this Cadaver Collector.
I'm going to use a sword and cast heal on myself.
Cast heal on yourself. Absolutely. Okay.
That the feature is an action. That's an action.
That is a
Action.
part of the sword. That is an action because it's a spell.
70. Okay. I'm okay now.
Absolutely.
And then bonus action.
Does that unbloody you, or are you still bloodied even with that?
No, I'm unbloodied.
Okay,
That brings
cool.
me back all the way up to almost full.
Absolutely.
So
How much did I get?
No, this is a spell unique to the Warstone and the sword.
Right.
uh
Sorry, I was thinking about the Mass Cure Wounds. I forgot how much I got.
Oh my gosh, you're right. I forgot to roll for that. Thank you. Holy shit. My God.
So wait, hold off on.
yes.
Well,
I'm not a part of that.
right. Never mind.
Okay, so Mass Cure Wounds on the token as a 5th level spell. What is this? 3d8 plus the spellcasting mod. That is a 7, a 3, and a 1 plus 6. So 13, 16, 17 HP is recovered by you, Fertone, and Cecil Day and Thanatos. Let's double check my initiative here. Thanatos was doing pretty good. Fertone could have used some help, so he's back up and actually unbloodied. Cecil is not unbloodied, but looking much better than before. That is Fertone's immediate turn, and he's holding his reaction for either a Silvery Barbs, because he cast this through his Glyph of Warding, so that's, I'm just going to count that action as an object interaction, and then he's saving to do a Silvery Barbs or just transfer his inspiration. That's Fertone's turn. D, you're casting healing.
Hold on.
Hello.
We're recording.
Was that recording?
Yeah.
That's okay.
Oh, okay.
Jackson. Here you go.
Thank you. Bye bye.
You can give them back to me. I can take them back.
Okay.
See you later. We're at like an hour anyway.
Mama brought me some shorts. Short
shorts, booty shorts.
That was a live stream exclusive.
Live stream exclusive.
How long were we on when you?
For about an hour.
33. Nice. Okay, so that's.
It's still my turn though, right?
Yes. We're coming to your turn. You just cast heal on yourself, and you have like a bonus action movement.
What I'm gonna
Free to
do
speak.
is I'm gonna take out the coin.
Huh?
I'm gonna take out the coin because
Fertone gave you a
Gave
coin.
me a coin,
Yep.
and I'm gonna flip it on the opposite side, and I'm gonna whip it at Stigmatitis.
Ooh,
And I'm
okay. You're gonna make it explode.
acid on his metal things.
All right. Yeah.
He has to make a dex save, and also it's a 20-foot
no.
radius. So technically, I
Does
want to
he
see if I can.
determine the damage when he makes the coin, or do you determine the damage when you're throwing it?
Sure.
Explore. A creature takes your choice when you create. So he created it.
He created it.
And he gets to choose that.
He
type.
choose.
I think he would deal radiant damage. Yeah, I think typically he chooses to deal that because that's what his sword deals,
Okay,
or
that's
maybe
fine.
necrotic as like an opposition to
We'll
that
do.
kind
We'll
of
do.
thing.
We'll do radiant,
Fair game.
and then what I'm gonna do is So I'm gonna actually throw it in between.
If you want to leave it up to a die, how many different types of damage are there? Like roll a d10 and then we could determine it that way.
No, it's okay. We'll just do radiant.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw it in between. In between the Corpse Cadaver and Stigmatitis because they can get both of them.
Okay. Yeah. So you go to throw this explosive rune.
They got to make a dex save.
This is at a 5th level casting too. When he makes these coins, he's got 2 5th level spells, and that's where how he chooses to spend them most of the time.
So 2d8. So it's 7d8.
Roll 78 for me. I need to make a dex save, right?
Yep.
Dex
both-
save
for both.
of these, and this is against Fertone's spell save, which is, let's just double check that first, I suppose. Fertone's spell save we just determined was 8 plus 11, which is 19. No, yes, 19. So I need to make a dex save for the Corpse Collector and the Hulkbuster suit. All right, dex save for this guy,
Hey, my dice.
and dex
My dice brought it.
for this guy. Let's see.
So,
That is an 11 and 17. So they both fail and take full damage. This is a spell effect. I keep forgetting that they both have like a spell resistance thing. This is called magic resistance, and so they have advantage on saving throws against spells and other magical effects. So I will roll once more for each of these guys. Sorry about that.
Whoa.
25.
That's the magic collector, and then the Maru. Yeah, they still fail. That's a 17 or a 7, and then an 11 or a 15. So they still fail these. What are we at on damage here?
29.
29. Damn,
29 on both.
that's still pretty good. 29. And this is searing light comes out of the coin as it affects both of these guys. 29, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I no longer have it, which is fine. But oh boy.
Oh man, this corpse collector is looking rough after taking 29.
Here's my favorite part.
Hmm.
No, it's just
Here we go.
here we go.
D, is there anything else you're doing?
No. So that means it's
Tony's
Tony's turn.
It's Tony's
So
turn.
here's the secret about Tony.
Yep.
Tony's a level 17 barbarian.
Yep.
Tony always says everything is great, right?
Mm-hmm.
But not because he's happy. He feels this intense drive, this intense being, as for the past 30 odd years, he has never stopped raging.
He's never stopped.
Persistent rage. Your rage is so fierce that it only ends if you fall unconscious or if you choose to end it.
Oh
So
my
he's
God.
always been like that. So when he was getting hammed up, like that was just him getting psyched. But
Yeah.
he's always been super gassed.
Super gas.
So
Absolutely.
he's going to attack
He's
her.
running off of liquid Schwartz
Yes,
right now.
he's-
He's gone to plaid.
So
Jesus.
here's what happens. As
Yeah.
you see him start to get bountiful and like starting getting excited because he's the first time he's tasted battle like this in a minute.
Okay.
He jumps in the air and you notice that his fur gets very like matted and flowy as his totemic attunement gives him a flying speed.
Oh my God,
goes-
no.
So he will jump up in the air and then slam down on Sturmatized. He can also look.
Yeah.
He can also technically he can see up to a mile away.
Holy shit.
Yeah, with no problems. And dim light, none of that gives him a problem.
Okay, so I think Tony would actually be aware of it at this point then if he's going straight up to Stamatitis and you're poised a little bit back. You can't see Dola over the one house with the Irenes who's been shooting at you. But Tony is far enough up here that he can see just across the Corn Depot and the corner market.
He can see up to
in
a
between
mile. Yeah, he
Right,
can
he
see
sees
so
in between
far.
those buildings, and he's in line of sight to see Dola at this moment in time. I don't know if he necessarily heard them teleport in like you did earlier.
He goes, Desmond, your friends are here. As he does the patented Tony Stomp. Barrel rolls, just gaining momentum, and then slams completely down on top.
From the distance.
And there's a reason why,
Straight up Monster Hunter World stuff.
yeah, Monster Hunter World style. There's a reason why Ajax. He's friends with Jagron.
There's a reason.
Because the full send and the spirit totem, they align so well deep. So this totemic is like almost learned from the full send.
Mhm.
So he spent time in the mountains. That's became friends with Jagron. So his eyes are keen, like it said. The thing says eagle, but we're gonna call it owl just for that, just for flavor.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And he goes power, boosh, as Ajax also dives in, giving him the help action, so
Oh
he
my
doesn't have to
gosh.
recklessly attack.
Hell yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Go
He has
ahead.
a plus 14 too, so And he does rage
It's
damage, which I
messy, dog.
completely forgot.
So they're both going to take rage damage here. The Cadaver Collector and the Hulkbuster. He's from the
28 for
28
Yeah.
that
damage
first
on
strike.
The Hulkbuster.
And then he's going to this recklessly attack second time. Just gonna slam and then
28
Bat,
for the first one.
and
Okay.
then bat the Cadaver. He'll hit with a 25.
So the Cadaver Collector is being hit at this moment in time.
Both of them are being hit. So slam down on Stamatitis,
So that was the first attack.
and then
okay,
the
now this
bat.
got it. How much
Yeah.
damage are you doing on the second attack?
Well, the first attack I didn't roll damage yet.
Oh my gosh. Okay, my bad.
You're okay.
You rolled a 28 and a 24.
Thank you. All right.
Hey.
Oh my god. Oh my
The
god.
rage damage,
I
baby.
did. I did not forget this time. Yeah. He does 23 damage, single bat. Boosh!
That's to which one?
To Stamatitis, and then this
Okay,
is to the Cadaver.
23
Mhm.
to that. Okay.
And then to the Cadaver,
Yep.
he does, what's it called? 8 plus 20.
20.
20
Oh,
damage
gosh.
to the Corpse Collector.
Holy schmoly. That's
And just-
so close.
Just bats him.
You guys are threading the needle here for the most part. You guys are doing great.
God.
Strong focus on what I desire. To be the Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Catch them all.
but you know, like Tony looks extensively more feral. His Tom Selleck mustache is like
It flows
It
in the
flows.
air with the
His
wind.
long flowing hair just. Yeah,
Hell yeah.
The only
Absolutely.
thing that remains taut is the curls on the very ends of the mustache.
yeah.
Okay.
Super.
His
They're
whiskers
just
are kind of
like
twisted.
it's like that they kind of stay in place like the chicken's head.
Yeah,
you
the
know?
chicken. Yeah,
They're
Stabilized
absolutely,
self-stabilized.
absolutely.
Yes.
Hell yeah. These whiskers are stabilized and styling. Believe you me. And that finishes
Such
up
a white
Ajax's turn.
Oh my
That
god. Yeah.
finishes up Tony's turn. That finishes up Dee's turn.
Mhm.
We're gonna check in on the rest of the family here. The tides have shifted, but we're still going to roll. As Mama's
Desmond-
face is beginning to reform in the clouds, this is a nullification of the advantage on the D100. So I'd ask one of you. I'd preferably ask D at this moment in time
Okay,
to roll
you
a
got it, you got
D a D100 to compete with Mumra. Let me pick a different D100 here.
Bro.
Okay. What'd you roll?
I'll let you roll first.
Sure. I got 82.
Yeah, bro. 45.
All right.
How do you roll so? Wait, are you reading it right?
Yes,
Oh
that's
my
an
God.
80, and that's 2.
God damn. These D10 do not work, so
Do you want to borrow?
no, it's
a
okay.
set?
No,
Okay.
I refuse to borrow your cursed die.
Yeah, my die are cursed. Yeah, sure.
This is okay. So I just want to throw it out there
Don't
before
even trust what he said there.
before we say anything. So if you caught us at our live shows, for advertising our live shows, we would play this game of E with the audience. We had to not let Paul play because he kept beating people.
It's
Like we would be like, "Would you like to join us for a game of E?"
So
And then he would be on a streak. Like these poor people would come up to get prizes, and then he would win.
we went around the con trying to tell people, hey, just beat my roll in a quick roll off, as it were. Just no additions, no nothing, just roll off. And they would win a prize, like a little token set or something, or like a dungeon tile map or a book. And we ended up trying to get rid of those things all fucking day. It was the
We
course
had
of like
so
maybe
many.
6 to 7 hours that we were there.
made a bunch of people
And
happy.
a bunch of people
But
were
way
happy,
more
but
people
it
upset.
It took us so fucking long to get rid of all the pieces.
Just because you kept winning.
And we came up midway through with just a new stipulation, which is, okay, because we have to get rid of these, on the final roll, well, we can only roll 3 times instead of just keep rolling until someone gets a nat 20. But on the final roll, if nobody's gotten that, then it's just whoever rolled higher. And even still, it took us another like 3 to 4 hours to get rid of the rest of the stuff.
But like there were so many times when, regardless of that, You still rolled a bunch of nat 20s.
You still fucking
I practice
won.
it every day.
Yeah,
I practice rolling every day.
God bless.
They see me rolling.
they hate me.
I'll hate for
God,
that one.
I hate
them.
I'll hate
Me,
for
I'm
that
one of them.
Number one hater.
And so,
Noah J.
Leave that
Barr.
on his shirt.
oh my gosh.
Number one
So
hater.
Mumra kind of beat you guys with an 82. And as for the family, I think what finally happens here is that the retriever, the spider arachnid, bursts out of the traps that Oogway and Symmetra had for it. And I think I'm going to just look at its stat block here to get an idea of what it could do before I just make up some wild ass shit. What it's going to do here is it's so basically on these D100 rolls, it has used a multi-attack with its forelegs to cut out of the trap and has finally escaped their range of attack, more or less. And so this battle taking place over the river near one of the water wheels, you see a metal spider crawl out of the river, maybe, let's say, let's measure it out here before I say anything. Dola, this large metal spider crawls out of the river underneath one of the crosswalks of the river itself and out onto a building, onto the corn depot. It's crawling up the side of the corn depot. You are, 50 feet from it. And that would be its movement here. That is the check-in on the family. Steve and the kids are still doing pretty well. They're actually, for the most part, outside of the city. Just Calico and Steve are bouncing around, saving stragglers.
This is with,
Yes.
This is an evil one. This is not a.
This looks evil.
Okay, perfect.
This looks straight up evil.
I didn't know if it was another family.
And as soon as it climbs the top of the corn depot, it sees everything. It sees you and Thanatos, Vertone and Cecil in one direction. It sees Dee and Tony and Atalanta in the other direction. And what is happening at this moment in time, it zeroes in on you, the carpet, and Thanatos. And I think it's going to use its action and he'll be acting at the top of the initiative. This was just checking in on how the family is doing at protecting the city in general. That's where I'm going to leave that. It uses its movement to crawl up the building. It's now on top of the corn depot, 50 feet away from you, Dola, at a diagonal to the south, which is your left at this moment. Let's see here. All right, we've got our initiative to come back to. That was the check-in, the lightning bolts. And now, Dola, I would ask you to roll a D100 representing the Hunter's Gun Collective. And if you get above a 25, the Hunter's Gun Collective itself is successful. If you get above a 50, another band laying in wait somewhere else in the city may come into play. If you get above a 75, something pretty cool may happen. And if you get anything between 90 and 100, there will be some crazy consequences to your grapefruit technique.
Oh, God.
That
76.
is a 76.
You need to roll
something
these.
pretty cool happens. And at this moment in time, So something pretty cool happens, which is you see more than one band come into action here. You have the Hunter's Gun Collective active nearby you. However, there is a band. Let's see here. Switch tools, then I can click off of that. This one. So you see a band that, best as I can describe, is much more grim and dark. And you hear the music that they play. I would say it's almost like Slayer kind of stuff. You hear heavy metal guitars and a little bit of a drum as a group of Leonin, a Leonin band native to this area called Grim Process, flies
Yo.
into action. And basically, this is my allegory for a band called Death Consciousness. I think they have a cool album called "Have a Nice Life," and that's cool. So they jump into the mix here, and Dee and Tony see this band start traveling through the streets towards their situation with stamatitis. And there's another band. You hear some crazy ass techno music behind you, back where you came from. Another cadaver collector jumps onto the scene, but you also see another band native to this place who's kind of assembled here, known as the Mad Androids. And they jump into action in their gear, armor, all battling and joining up with the Hunter's Gun Collective, and they begin to collaborate in their songs, and slowly but surely they're synchronizing slowly towards some sort of big magic. As they begin to prepare that, they're holding off the different things there. That's your role to check in on the different bands. That was the lightning bolts. And so I think that lightning bolt is just held at bay at this moment in time. We come to Stamatitis' turn.
Did that spire thing do anything besides just look at us?
It didn't do anything, but you feel intent.
Okay.
It's going to do
It
something.
didn't do anything, but it is first in
Charging
the
up.
initiative, believe it or not. So as soon as we come back to the top here, it will actually be entering the battle and start interacting with you guys. It has escaped the clutches of Oogway and Symmetra and left them kind of swimming in the river. And dexterous as they are, they have been put, for all intents and purposes, out of commission as they're flowing down the river, and they are separated from the rest of the Tigerback family.
What is Atalanta doing with the combat air?
The anti-aircraft gun, she is shooting it into the sky, trying to make Mumra's visage completely dissipate. And every shot she gets, you see that it opens up a hole in the sky and another ray of light pierces through. However, Mumra is still slowly reforming, and so you see each hole kind of close back up as your mom is kind of just holding Mumra's visage at bay. You've noticed that no more lightning has actually come down.
Okay.
It is a stalemate of sorts, defending the city from all this lightning. However, do you think Atalanta would do something else? I'm going to ask you that right now.
I would say
because she can.
I would say
she could turn the gun and shoot at something else. But
no, only no because of the fact that that her kids are all okay and her husband's okay. Only then, in the moment that
when she learns that,
well, when she sees that if something something grave happens to any one of them,
that's when she'll switch.
She'll switch.
Okay.
So,
until
until
bad
that
happens.
But she trusts Tony, and Tony she can see that Tony's getting hyped up, which hasn't happened in a very long time.
Okay. Yeah. Then we come to Stamatitis' turn. That's our check-in on Atalanta. Sorry. Here we are. Let's see here. Stamatitis is going to continue to attack Tony and yourself, but this time he's going to use his Blazing Edict. You see Tony Stark style. You see this lightning and fire kind of converge in the center of this Hulkbuster suit as a flaming, burning light opens up from a lens, almost like a bullseye torch, and shoots out in a cone towards you and your dad. This is a 60-foot cube that emanates from the Hulkbuster's chest. Every creature in that area takes damage. Each creature takes any of this damage.
Is there a
needs to
save?
succeed on a
Oh.
wisdom. There's no save for the damage, but there is a DC 20 wisdom saving throw or be stunned until the end of the Maru's next turn.
Okay.
So you're going to you and Tony both take 45 radiant damage at its start. I need to half that for Tony, which would be 22.
Okay.
Let's see here.
I got it. I'm keeping track of both our healths.
I appreciate that. I'm also attempting to keep up.
So 45?
45 at the start. If you half that, that would be just 22 for Tony. But can you make a wisdom save for Tony and yourself?
Okay.
Sorry.
Fine. I'm going to ask for Pie's protection. Okay. No.
No?
Mm-mm.
No. So did you roll for Tony already?
Yeah.
All right. So you guys are both stunned. Is there anything in Tony's repertoire that prevents him from being stunned?
Mm-mm.
No? All right. You guys experience this blazing and burning light as if a porthole to the positive energy plane was just opened temporarily and released in a cone or a cube, as it were. And that is its action for this turn. That's Stamatitis. Then we move on to the band check-in. Let's check in for the bands once more before Dola's
Sound
turn.
check.
Give me a sound check for the bands here. Roll me a D100. And I'm going to compete with a D100 of my own. Got 73.
I've got 74.
Yes! Oh my gosh! So I think
Dude.
the Hunter's Gun Collective and the Mad Androids team up as they cast their big magic on this group of cadaver collectors, and the lightning bolt here, instantly deleting the lightning bolt. It surges back upwards into the sky. It's been called home by Karanos. As that happens, the other two, I think this would be, let's keep it simple, call this a fireball spell at 5th level. Can you roll damage for a 5th level fireball spell that will affect both of these cadaver collectors?
Yes.
As cast by the two bands. And we're going to multiply that by 2 because there are 2 bands here. Whatever that total is.
My kids are rolling fine, so.
Yeah, right.
And I think what you see...
That is 31 times 2.
31 times 2, so that's 62. Holy moly. So let's see here. 62. One of these cadaver collectors is very close to bloodied, and the other one is far gone and now bloodied. 62. Okay. As one of these cadaver collectors is bloodied, the other is practically bloodied, not quite so yet. We come back to our initiative. Dola, it becomes your turn as you are just about to cross the river with Thanatos on the screaming rug and carpet. You see the spider crawling up the corn depot in one direction, and you see a little bit further across into the other. Across the river, you see Tony and Dee instantly stunned by this blazing cone of radiant energy as it burns them. You see Atalanta further back as she's shooting up at the sky. And I think at this moment, but I know I just said it's your turn. I think she'll act immediately after your turn.
Okay. I am for the first thing, I'm going to go and use my bonus action to dissipate a spell slot to get some sorcery points.
Okay.
I'm in need of that. Fuck. Okay. And
you are within range of D by 90 feet. Let's just double check.
What about
here.
that spider?
The spider, I think that's more like 50 feet for the spider. So my measurement here says 50 feet for the spider. Stamatitis is 100 feet from you, and Dee and Tony are maybe 90 feet from you.
Okay. I am going to go then, and ooh, fuck. Oh, I don't.
What's up?
There's too many things I could do. No, it's good.
Did you spend your token yet?
I didn't.
Okay.
So here's
Yeah,
what I'm going to go and do.
This may be a really, really good opportunity for it, actually.
Yes, it's true.
Just considering that it's been like an hour and a half.
Yeah. Ooh. Okay.
I know that's metagamey, but I'd rather you be aware.
She is going to go and say to she's gonna go and say, Mrs. D's mom, please focus on that spider. I got this for a sec. And she's going to go and cast fireball, but up at Mumra's face, up in the clouds.
You are 40 feet in the air.
And it's 120 feet
The
up.
range for fireball is 120 feet.
Theoretically, yes.
I
think
would
it
bring
would be
us to
cool.
160.
I think it would be pretty cool.
Okay.
If it's really fucked that up.
If you're willing to put your cool token on it, I need you to tell me what is happening.
Oh my God. Your family are horizon seekers, and this entire time you've been looking for what? The horizon. Burst through the sky. I'm gonna let you go take it.
So I'm going to go and shoot up this ball of fire into the air, and it's going to completely dissipate the clouds. It's going to show nothing but clear sky, blue horizon, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, all around.
I think that's pretty algebraic. Can you tell me what Dola is doing as she commands this this cool, awesome energy?
It's like it's that what is it?
Spirit ball?
No, well, yeah, kind of. I was gonna say it's the Luke Skywalker pose with the lightsaber up in the air.
But it's
Okay.
She actually, yeah. So, it's more of just energy and holding that moat as it gathers in energy and fires up, and she's like, Thanatos, cover me.
I got you.
Just
For once you shield
shoots
out.
up into the air like a beacon. Just one of those silent moments where everyone just sort of watches. It goes far up in the clouds and just a burst of light.
See, I want to ask you one more
Sunshine.
question, which is what color is this fire? Is it blue? Is it red?
It's a rainbow.
It's a rainbow? It's a rainbow.
A rainbow of fire.
Oh, the
Okay,
gay.
So
Green,
kind
blue,
of like
red.
as they would dissipate, that the rain isn't necessarily completely disappeared, but is at the perfect angle for crazy amount of rainbows. Absolutely. So you see this multicolored ball assemble, slowly growing in size till it is just like the Grinch's heart, 4 times the size it had started, and you launch it up into the sky.
Trying to sort of end Mumra's influence here.
I would tell you that's algebraic. You've got to beat a 5.
That's a
A
6!
Yes! The barely.
Bro!
God
my
damn
God.
it.
No!
God
You
damn it.
completely dissipate Mumra's visage as the stalemate has been perceptibly switched yet again. And so that is exactly what happens. You've cashed in your cool token. Is there anything else you were doing this turn?
There's also that shout out for her to focus on
For Atlanta
free action.
to focus
on the spider
on the spider.
spider
Yep.
mech. Besides that is going to end my turn.
Okay. I think because we narrated Atlanta is going to go, and I think that we are a pretty good way in here. I think here's what is happening as we're about to do something else. Atlanta takes the anti-aircraft gun, this firework cannon, as it were, and
Synced
you
up
hear
to
the
her arm
machines.
bows.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
She's got her little slingshot.
No, it's like
hologram.
it's a full fucking bow.
She got a full bow.
And it's so what it is,
And
it's a ballista. As she moves it around, this ballista moves with it.
So she
So it's
turns like
so
a
what it
90
is,
degrees.
I want to throw it out there. It's like an observatory, but instead of a telescope, it's a fucking gun.
It's a great bow.
It's a great bow.
Okay.
So it's like and it'll so as she like raises it up, it's like 1-to-1. So she'll raise up the bow, the ballista, and you'll see like
So you see her take her focus down off of the sky as the mechanics of it come down and a little bit lower and just about level off, and then it goes as it goes to turn the other way towards the spider. And I think she's got like a vehicle proficiency for piloting this ballista, as it were. I'm going to look up a ballista real quick in my.
I was just gonna
dictionary.
say have her shoot a bow
This
shot
is-
and do ballista damage.
Yeah. I'm just pulling up the ballista.
Ballistas are not a joke, by the way. Ballistas
dude.
not fuck around.
Okay, I need to get rid of these filters. Okay. Ooh,
Massive.
go.
It does.
I've got a large construct, and it's going to do a +6 to hit with Atalanta's proficiency, so that'll be +11. And if this is going for the retriever, I'm just going to double check I rolled a 19 for this magic bolt attack, and I'm going to double check the AC of the retriever here. That breaks AC.
Yes!
That breaks AC.
Yeah!
Exactly 19.
There she
so-
goes. There she goes.
She rolled an 8.
We never had
But it's
any.
okay,
And
it's okay,
so
Mom.
I'm going to
It's
ask
cool,
you
Mom.
to roll a D100. You're going to add 10 to that.
You do that. My shit. Yeah, that's what I fucking
That's
thought.
a 93.
93 total.
Yep.
All right, 93 damage here. The retriever is still not bloodied, even though it just took 93 damage.
Yeah.
Battle
It's
is
still
not over.
It's shit. As the firework cannon launches a hefty explosive ball at the retriever, it explodes, dealing tons of damage, 93 damage of explosive fire, kind of radiant stuff, as this thing is burnt, and a couple of parts of its carapace have been like pierced by shrapnel, and other parts of it just appear really burnt as it crawls on top. And that is where we're going to have to throw it on the ground.
God damn it.
Thank you so much, spiritual audience, for tuning in. We really appreciate it, whether you're here on the podcast or here in the live stream. Doesn't matter. We appreciate you hanging out with us. Please let me know, though, what do you think is going to happen next time? Let us know in our Rule of Cool Headcanon text channel, where you could have a chance to make it real canon. But that's only if you really feel that invested. If you or a friend want to get up to speed without all the hassle, you can check out our Where We Left Off text channel. That should bring you up to speed within like around 10-ish episodes. Jericho, if the spirits want to haunt us, where can the spookers find us?
If you love the show, please rate it 5 stars. Please tell your friends we love making this show and want to keep making it for y'all. You can find us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Official Fun Show.
And
Join our
these live
Discord.
streams will be
That's where most
posted
active.
At, just on Official Fun Show
On
exclamation
YouTube.
point. That's on YouTube.
Mhm.
Hey, what up?
guys.
This
Yeah.
podcast was brought to you by viewers like you. Thank you.
Wow.
Mission success? I think so. Let's break out into honorable mentions and shout outs.
My honorable mention, not my shout out, just my honorable mention is the book series, the Inheritance series by Christopher Paolini. Specifically, you know it as Aragon. That's just my shout out. I recently redevoured that first book, and I'm already 200 pages into that second one. It's so good. It's
Hell yeah.
so good. And my wife.
This is spicy meatball.
This is spicy. I meet the
I
ball.
think my shout out would, if we're doing books today, I think I would do Neverwhere by Neil Gaiman. Pretty great book.
it's Gaiman.
Neil Gaiman.
If we're looking for books,
That's not a joke. Yeah, that's just
as a purveyor of romantic novels, hold up. I believe it is called. Let me hold up.
Have you read the Graveyard Book by him?
No,
That one's a good one too.
I've reread Neverwhere like maybe 2 or 3 times.
Fuck
Yeah,
yeah. He's
Yeah.
he's so fucking.
it's so good. It's so good.
And
I
you've
really
watched
appreciate it.
Hold
Sandman show, right? Oh my god.
I'm not great at watching a whole bunch of things. I'm still making my way through all
Here it is.
the Dimension 20 stuff.
If you want to talk romantic novels, but you want to be a little horn dog, A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. I listened to it like on YouTube, but it is a horn dog of a book. So
Okay.
it's a very smut book. Shout out my girlfriend.
Shout out Smut.
Ain't that just the way?
I was gonna say Neil Gaiman, more like
No, 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 no.
Nope. Bang.